What is up, guys? It's Woo, back again, another Division 2 video, and I'm in New York. You can see in the gameplay, this is the Warlords of New York. For some people that call it Woney. I can't do that. I just cannot do it. I'll prefer to call it My Little Pony. Or the My Little Woney update. There you go. But still, Warlords of New York expansion is here. It's for sale. $24.99 in the UK. The US dollars, we're talking $30. Is it worth the cash? Is it worth you splurging your hard-earned cash, benefits, whatever you earn? Is it worth you guys shelling out on this new expansion? Now, I'm going to break down a few details in terms of my thinking, and hopefully it simplifies it for you. But the overarching story is, guys, we are seasoned Division 2 veterans. We're here for a reason, and we're here because we've had faith in the product. Hands up, I'll happily admit, I stood back a few months back and I thought, is this what I want to continue playing? Because I'm just farming the same old shit time and time again. The chances of getting a god roll are close to nigh on impossible. We're in that place where we're just farming for the same stuff. Going to PvP, it's unbalanced. The gear mechanic is flawed, so they've changed things up. Gear 2.0 was launched, the new expansion's here. Warlords of New York came out. It should have been Tuesday, but I don't know, somebody pushed that button at Massive, said screw this, guys, let's give these lovely consumers, let's give them a treat, and we'll pop it out on Monday. Great, absolutely great for the community. Everyone was stoked, everyone was there downloading it, ready to play when they're going from work or college or whatever, and the community were buzzing. And it got to a point very, very shortly that they could only get so far because it was bugged. Yes, there was an NPC that didn't want to let you get any further. He thought, screw this, you've gone too far already, the game's a day early, I'm going to fuck it all up, and I'm just going to sit back and go, sorry pal, update tomorrow, sayonara, there you go. And that's what pretty much happened. The update is launched with an exceptionally positive response from consumers, from content creators, streamers, the media, journalists. You know, I've read a lot of positivity regarding the new update, and I can only echo that positivity. I will give you my spin very shortly, but in all honesty, is it worth your cash? And the answer is, to summarise, yes, of course it is. It is a wonderful update. And this is what I anticipated, or I envisioned the Division 2 would be 12 months prior. When this game launched, this is pretty much what I wanted. This feels like the true sequel to the Division, whereas the Washington iteration we were given, that feels more like a 1.5. It feels, again, the warm-up for this. And that, it did leave a very lukewarm response within the community, because, yes, the game is a wonderful game. It is, but it has an abundance of flaws, or had, may I say, had an abundance of flaws. There are still issues within the game. The devs, you know, they work tirelessly. We know that, we do. But they are working very, very hard to fix these problems. And the biggie for me was loot. The whole loot mechanic. There has to be that 30-second loop where picking up loot, looking at loot and thinking, that's brilliant, I can use that on this build. I rarely had that feeling. That feeling was very, very minimal in the Division 2. Because it's how the gear system was basically pushed out by the devs. It was trying to get a god roll was a 0.0001% chance. And that's a really screwed up mechanic. It is. But they have rectified this with the recalibration library. You can store your stats, and again, I'm playing through the campaign now. I'm at level 38. I've got 2 more bosses to kill, being Vivian Connolly and then that piece of shit Keener. That's what I'm looking at, and guys, I am so happy that I have invested my time back into Division 2. It has re-energized and definitely galvanized my feeling towards the game. I found myself thinking, is this piece of shit continuously worth playing? Is it? Because I'm playing it for the community. It's as simple as that, and that's the predicament I was in. I'm pushing out content for you guys, but for me, was I enjoying it? Not really. Not really. It was the same old, and seeing other content creators do pretty much the same, but have a lot more positivity for doing the same old vendor reset day in, day out. And it was quite, in my opinion, it was tiring. It was quite monotonous. I needed something fresh. I really did. I needed time away. And then coming back to the Division 2 and the new WOOO expansion, should I say the My Little Pony of New York expansion, Jesus Christ, it has absolutely galvanised my enthusiasm. It has really, you know, it's like someone's got a red hot poker and stuck it up your ass and go, wow, just wow. Yes, guys, sorry, I had to say that. But yeah, it has really energised my passion for the game, and it's given me the impetus to carry on and really deliver some absolutely incredible off-meta builds that not many people do. I think, is it just me? I don't know. Hopefully, let me know in the comments section. Please pick me up. I love it. Thank you. But yes, you see the generic build time and time again. And for me, I look at it and go, ordinary, ordinary. There you go. I like different. And what I've seen so far from the Warlords of New York expansion is there is a shit ton of diversity. More so than before. And then we have the gear sets dropping in a matter of days. We've got new gear sets. We've got seasons. We've got the Warlords expansion, we've got 10 new levels. It's a lot of fun experiencing Lower Manhattan. Trust me, it gives me chills just walking through the streets thinking, it's the Division 1, but a bit crisper, a bit nicer, and giving me that enthusiasm to really get off my ass and think, screw it, I'm ready. A bit like Bonesaw, yeah? You know, Bonesaw and Spider-Man, you know, Bonesaw is ready. That's me. I am ready. But Bonesaw lost. I intend not to lose. But yeah, guys, I am in a good place for this game. And I'm happy for this update. Because this update has really, really put the game back on the map. And this is what the game needed. It really, really did. Shitload of content. Yes, it's paid for, but you have to pay for it. They screwed up year one. Hands up, I'll admit it, they screwed up. I don't feel that the content we had in year one was enough value. There you go. And I've said this many, many times. Not to say we had not a lot of content. We did have a fair whack of content, but the content was lackluster. And again, you know, some people say the best things in life are free. Then you play the Division 1 content and go, scratch that, take it back. Let's start again. But this, what you're paying for is a really good package. Warlords of New York is an excellent addition to the Division universe. It really is. And going back to New York, you know, I'll put a little post in my community thread. If the game was set in New York or Washington, what would you prefer? Where would you want this game to be set? And again, the overwhelming majority said New York. And again, that speaks volumes through not just by me, but the community, that to say that the game should not have left New York. They should have built and expanded on New York. That's for sure. And this, for me, is the Taken King-esque expansion. What that expansion did for Destiny, this Warlords of New York will do for the Division. That's for sure. I am confident players will come back. Players will feel a balance with the build. Building is a lot more simplified. And if anyone wants complex building, guys, yeah, play Division 2 old school. Well, you can't anymore, but still, it was so confusing. I have many, many friends who play the game. But yeah, the game's alright, it's not too bad. When it comes to building, they go, screw it, I don't understand. How can I not understand? It should be simplified. There should be baby steps, but there aren't. There's nothing at all. This is a lot more simpler. The Legos, as we like to call them, they're a lot more simplified, and it gives us that diversity to build how we want, to play how we want. And guys, I feel the devs have struck a home run. I really, really do. There will be people wondering about, is this right? Is that right? Is, you know, and that's for a different video. But I'm a person that deals with the 95% of the core, not the 5%. The 95% they have delivered is excellent. The 5%, yes, baby steps, teething problems. I honestly believe in time these will be fixed. But I do feel they've bounced back, and they've proved me kind of wrong, because I've been saying for a long time that it'll be great, and I got to a point for, fuck this, I'm deluded, because it's going nowhere, and lo and behold, they've come back and they've really, really bounced back with this new expansion. So again, as I've said about 3 times in the video so far, I would spend my hard-earned cash on this game. I genuinely would, because I feel it offers so much, and it's a fresh step forward. It really is. The gear feels nice. When gear drops, you feel rewarded. Gear is always decent, it's always usable, and again, the progress, the steps forward feel like there is reward for what you are doing. The boss fights are excellent. They are excellent. You think of boss fight in Division 2, any boss fight, other than Wyvern, and you think the mechanics are pretty crap. They are. It's just a generic boss. You shoot the fucker as long as you can. As simple as that. It's just quite generic. I thought, that's my opinion. Come to this game, come to these super bosses, and again, the skills match to what they are. There's a decoy. I don't want to spoil it. But there's traps, there's decoys, there's sticky bombs. I will say no more. But the bosses, they feel like they have good mechanics. Good mechanics, so that you go back and say, I remember the boss fight. I recall, because it was fun. If you think about any boss fights in the Division 2, other than Wyvern, let's say other than Wyvern, you would go, pretty crap. You don't remember them, you don't recall, but in this new expansion, it feels memorable. It feels as, again, another step forward. UI changes, gear changes, the way the story has moved on, keener. It feels really, really good, in tune, and I feel the devs, again, they need to take a bow with this, because it's in a very, very good place. I'm really happy with the update. There's loads of content coming from me, so stay tuned, and of course, join the conversation below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the new expansion, without dropping or leaving any spoilers for anyone that hasn't played the game yet. If you do, I will block you. Maybe not, but still, just have a care, have a thought for other people. But still, let me know what you think in the comments section. I always love to hear your thoughts. Always read, and I always respond. I'm one of them guys. I always take time out of my day to respond to your opinion. Some people don't give 2 shits, and that pisses me off. I'm sorry. I've seen many content creators do videos, do content, not much bigger than me, that have the time of day and don't respond, and that is an irk. But I always respond. I always get back in touch. Guys, I'll leave on that note. See you in the next one. Peace.